What's up, everybody? Gridbot Guru here, and today what we're going to do is we are going to look at just setting up a standard Gridbot. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, my job, my goal, what I want is I want to give you all some insight on how Pinex works. Basically what it's a cryptocurrency exchange that has a ton of built-in trading bots with it that come with it. They're free. So what you end up having is you have this access to tons and tons of different bots all at your fingertips. However, knowing how to set them up and knowing what everything means is also going to be a key to your success. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just talk about a standard grid bot and how to set it up. So what I will do is I've signed on. I've also thrown a link in the bottom. If you are not signed up with Pinex, I would appreciate if you sign up. It helps me feel motivated. It also will help me if you also like this video and subscribe to my channel. That way we as people can get this information out to more people, and this information hopefully will end up overall bettering the market as a whole. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started with a grid bot though. First thing you're going to do is you're going to have your screen. So here's your screen. What I will do is I'm going to go up to spot, okay, and then I'm going to go down to where it says trading bot. Now, if you're not familiar with what a trading bot does, or a grid trading bot, I will say, a grid trading bot is going to be a trading bot that trades 24/7, all day, every day, as long as the orders hit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit more about that as well. So here's my chart, and I am doing Bitcoin USDT. What I like to do is I like to go over and I do daily. So what I will do is I will chart and kind of mark up a chart on a daily time frame. So what ends up happening is, me personally, I think that there's a chance we'll come back down to the $30,000 range. Do I think it's a big chance? No, not really. However, I also want to take advantage that this bot will trade all the time. Now, you have two ways that you can set up a grid trading bot. You can do it with the AI way on Pinex, okay? Or you can do it with a grid, like manually do it yourself. So if you choose the AI way, it's going to give you either a 30-day option or a 7-day option. You can use the one that you feel like is appropriate for yourself. Now, when you press copy, it's going to set up everything for you. You just have to input the investment. You can click on the parameters here, and then it's going to drop down, and it's going to end up talking about the price range. So it's going to go from 36 to 46. Your profit per grid is going to be 0.49% to 0.65%. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit as well, okay? And that's going to be in when we set it up manually. So that, again, that is a 30-day. If you do a 7-day, you have much lower investment, first off, okay? All we need is $11, $12. I'll round up. And that's currently right now. So on this one, actually, sorry, my mistake. You have a lower investment if you have a 30-day as opposed to the 10-day or 7-day. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up going into a grid trading bot. So this one is going to be the one where you set it up yourself. You have two options. You can copy a strategy, okay? And there's a 180-day strategy on this one as well, okay? So basically half a year, 6 months. You could start copying that, or what you can do is you can come over to the customize. Personally, I like to customize it. With this, after you have, I'm just gonna go ahead, very quickly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chart this up so you can kind of see my thinking on it. So I'm going to put a line there, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to say, oh, this is going to end up, this area will end up being around the top. And again, please don't copy this. Okay, don't copy exactly what I do. I want you to make sure you are doing it for yourself and not just looking at what I'm doing. So this is where we are at. Okay, so if I am thinking and I'm looking at it, I could end up saying, okay, I think we will be, the lowest we could end up hitting is 30,000, and we'll probably get up to the 45,000 range again. So if I'm going to grid trade that, what I want to do is my lower limit will be 30,000. My higher limit, my upper limit will be, I'm going to say 45,000. Okay, just for the sake of being even numbers. This bot will trade any time that the price is in between those two numbers, as long as it is hitting grids. If it is hitting grids, it will continue trading. So there are sometimes people are worried about it not trading, and it's because you're not hitting grids. If it's in between those, it's still going to continue trading. So with your grids, you have the option of 2 all the way up to 556, and we're going to look at those, okay? If I say 2 grids, there, that green one is going to end up being a buy, okay? And whatever my investment is, that's what's going to happen, okay? This one, this yellow one, I think it is, that is going to end up being another buy, I believe. I believe that's going to be another buy. It might be I can't tell what the actual price is currently. 41, so it looks like it's going to be a buy as well. Now, with that, you also, okay, if you increase the number of grids, you are going to increase, oh, I bet okay, so the yellow one is going to be the starting price, sorry. So if you increase the grid, so I put 100 on here, you're decreasing the profit per grid, but you also are increasing all of the buys and all of the sells. So right now, what you end up having is the bot would go in pretty heavy on that yellow line right here. And all of the red lines are going to be sells. So all the way up to 45, you're going to be selling. So if it pumps and goes to 45, you're going to sell all the Bitcoin that you have for a profit of in between 0.28% and 0.44%. If it continues going down, it's going to dip down. All of these greens are going to be buys that it ends up hitting. Once it hits a buy, it will sell it for a profit in between 0.28 and 0.44%. Now, your total investment, you have the total investment you can do anywhere. It will tell you what it's supposed to be, anywhere from $17.80 all the way up to $652.89. Usually what ends up happening is it takes the max amount that you can end up having, and you can allow that, okay? Now, if you want to get more advanced, you can have a trigger price. You can also have a stop loss. And you can also close your bot at whatever percentage. So if I wanted, or sorry, whatever USD. So if I end up closing my bot, okay, I could end up doing like $5. So if I make $5, it will close my bot, okay? My stop loss, hopefully at this point in time, you know what a stop loss is. If you don't, I recommend you check those out. What exactly is a stop loss and a trigger price? So if you end up having a trigger price at like 39 or 40, you're like, I know it's going to hit 40. Put your trigger price down. It will not start until that trigger price is activated. So once that trigger price is activated, boom, it will start. If you go down to slippage control, that's kind of to protect the investor. So there's a little, or right here, there's a little write-up about it. You have with a grid bot, you have price change, and you have the ability to input with your parameters a buy price that might be higher than the current market value. Okay. So what this does is it controls that slippage. You may end up being negative a little bit at the beginning, but again, a lot of times with grid bots, if you are patient, you will end up profiting. But the key is being patient. And a lot of times people want to run ahead and they're so, oh, I'm losing. You have to be patient. That's the key with grid bots. Okay. And with your initial investment, this is your initial investment. So if I had some Bitcoin that I wanted to invest in this bot, I could click both, and any Bitcoin that I might have, it would also use that Bitcoin to sell. So like I could end up starting this right now, and the Bitcoin, it would pull over and it would just sell the Bitcoin instead of me having to purchase the Bitcoin and then sell it. Okay. Um, so I haven't put any, if I put some actual an investment in, I could create it. I don't want to create it right now, because I don't feel like Bitcoin is necessarily bottomed out yet. And I don't feel like it is a good spot to start a grid bot. However, I wanted to go through some of this with you. I wanted to make sure that you are aware of it. Um, in the future, what I'm going to start doing is I am going to start putting videos of some of the bots that I'm putting out, some of the different things that I'm doing. Hopefully that will help you all understand. If you look in some of my past videos, you can find some of those as well. It is on an older version of Pinex. So Pinex has updated quite a bit. And what I want to do is kind of keep everybody up to date on the fun stuff that keeps rolling out. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you have not signed up for Pinex and you were sitting there thinking, this kind of seems like something I would do, why wait? Go ahead and sign up today. There is, okay, a little bit of a learning curve, which is one of the reasons why I'm here. I've been around it for a while. I think I was here at the start of Pinex, so I've watched it transform, and the exchange just keeps getting better and better. All right. So if you like this video, please, please, please subscribe to my video, subscribe to my channel so you are continuously keeping up to date. Give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, throw them down in the comments. I really appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you all have a great week, and I want you to stay green. I'll see you next time.